Are you planning to get more revenue and more clients for your IT services and products in 2026? If yes, this video is for you. I will share with you my last campaigns for 2025, what worked and what didn't work, as well as I will show you the idea for the next campaign for 2026 so you can generate more revenue. Let's check it out. Most people who follow the content of this podcast, they already know that I am big about planning and strategic thinking. And we have a new year coming. Now it's February 2026. And we all, as a business owners, want to get more clients, want to generate more revenue, want to run successful campaigns, and we don't want to waste any more money and time for unsuccessful campaigns. So what I decided to do, guys, is basically look back, first of all, for 2025 and share with you what didn't work. So you don't have to make the same mistake in 2026. You can save the time and save your money. And additionally, what I decided to do is to share with you, based on my experience, based on working with tens of other IT companies, based on the experience working with the global clients, what campaigns, what will be the trend, what will be the best way to approach the market and sell your IT services and products. Guys, so before I start, quick ask, it will be meaning word to me if you like this video, leave some comments or subscribe if you want to follow up with this kind of videos on the weekly basis. Thank you. Let me get right into the content of the video. Please forgive me, but let me start first with some negative news. I mean negative news. There were negative news for me, negative lessons for me, but you can learn on them. So what didn't work in 2025? Guys, we noticed that running campaigns, try and sell headcounts, try and say, hey, I have a 5 engineer, I have a 10 engineer, this is the people I have a .NET, I have a Java. It doesn't work anymore. It might work if you're lucky, but what I can tell you even more deeply, the potential clients that are fed up. Potential clients that are fed up with this kind of prospecting, approaching, you have a very high chance to be marked as a spam. Avoid it in 2026. Second thing, what we notice, what doesn't work, cheap engineers. If you approach in the client and say, hey, we are the cheapest, it doesn't work because this is nothing unique anymore. In 2020, when the demand was huge and the supply was small, you can say we are cheap and then the client love you. But now client don't care about you. Even more, client kind of hate you. You will be marked as a spam. Those campaign doesn't work. Don't try it. Don't waste your time. Next, approaching the client with generic ideas and generic development services. When I say generic development services, I mean, hi, do you need the web application? Hi, do you need the mobile application? Hi, do you need the software engineers? This kind of generic offering, it doesn't work anymore. We didn't get much conversion. We try, we test. It's a terrible idea. Actually, it's a great idea if you want to lose the money and the time. So guys, please avoid those three elements in 2026 if you want to get a good result. If you don't want to be marked as a spam, if you want to keep the good reputation of your company, if you want to grow the business, do something else. Listen that I will share with you what you can do instead of those three bad elements. First of all, in 2026, as you're probably not surprised, we're still going through AI hype, AI trend, or AI long-term implementation of new kind of behavior and the way we operate with kind of assistant with who or what is AI. And then how we can use it in our business, how we can use it to scale and get more clients. Basically, a lot of approach with the offering AI services, it's very good idea because it's catching attention of the client. What you need to consider, it cannot be generic. It must be very specific. It must be very right to the point, and the approach must be with a strong value proposition and with a specific benefit. In this way, if you build the campaign, if you approach the client, it will work very well. Additionally, there is new trend or new terminology it's occurring in the technology world, which is called AI transformation. Before we had the digital transformation, so going from the physical world to the digital. Now we're going from the digital world that the people operating to the digital world that the AI operating. And we start calling this AI transformation. It's still very early, but I see big trend that the people are open more and more to transfer their enterprise to the AI world. Second thing, what I see and what we will be betting on is mobile application, traditional application, but with the help of AI and very specifically building to solve specific problem. If you approach to the client with application that solve very specific problem and provide a very specific value proposition, plus on the top of that you put AI, beautiful, beautiful. You might ask yourself where I put AI. You can put the AI into the, let's say, delivering demo, let's say vibe coding, let's say giving some initial feeling of the end product, how it will look like in very quick, fast, easy way that will not cost a lot of time and money, and that will give some kind of idea to the client how the end product will work, and they can have some kind of tangible result. Pay attention to this trend. If you build those few elements, mobile application, web application with AI, with quick delivery, this will be very key element to win in 2026. Plus, keep in the mind, you should go specialize to very specific problem or very specific niche. Next, guys, traditional businesses finally start buying tech. What I mean traditional businesses such as like veterinary businesses, where I call them very traditional. Businesses that are more like a cement manufacturing, very old kind of traditional businesses, they start buying more tech. And this is great because you can go into the niche, you can specialize and run those campaigns. The main key here is, guys, that's the first of all, when the traditional business is buying tech, they will need somebody who has very deep expertise in that area. If you position yourself as an expert running those campaigns, it's very successful because it's easy to target those people. If you are expert, you know exactly what problem they have. If you are expert, you have a case study. If you are expert, you show them value. If you are expert, it will be easy to sell. So then scaling in this area, it's a very good idea. Guys, last but not least, you probably noticed now recently we have a lot of AI guru show up everywhere. AI guru who teach about how to implement the AI, who teach about AI, so on and so forth. What I recommend you, collaborate with those guys because usually they like to teach other about AI, but they don't have a technical background. If you create good, sorry, not technical background, I mean technical backup. When I say backup, I mean they teach to the enterprise, they teach to SMEs, they teach to startups how they can use AI. But if there is some ad hoc development, either AI development, either mobile application, web application, anything, or be it on something that they have already, they don't have it. So if you approach them, if you provide them very strong collaboration model, very strong incentive, very strong value proposition, they will be much more open to collaborate and provide your services to their end client. In this way, the kind of sales is done for you by those consultants. And the good thing is that there is a lot of those consultants recently. In Poland, we say they just pop up like a mushroom after rain. Find them, it's pretty easy. Create the model, introduce the model, and try working with them to deliver more services to their end client. So, guys, to summarize, first of all, AI focused campaigns, AI transformation. This is one big trend for 2026. Second, mobile application, web application, both in the niches, in the way that you solve very specific problem for very specific avatar. On the top of that, put AI. Very good idea. Next, traditional industries, they're buying already. Get yourself expertise in very specific niche area. As I told you, veterinary, it could be one of the great example. And the last but not least, find those AI consultants who don't have a backup, technical backup, and collaborate with them, create a business model that it will provide incentive for them, it will provide incentive for the end client and for you as well. Guys, that's it. If you like this episode, let me know. If you don't like it, also let me know. Thank you. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.